Yeah, this is the basic, the album cover, Virtual 11. See the symbol for Virtual 11 here. And what it is that you've got a kid playing a virtual reality game here. He's playing a virtual reality football game, which is over here. And then, of course, Eddie's got his hand coming around the back, so the kid doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's kind of like what's going to happen in a second, I suppose. And this is the centre spread of the CD. So this is the Virtual 11 team, if you like. And you've got Stuart Pearce, Tino Asprilla, Gazza, Ian Wright, Mark Overmars and Patrick Vieira, and they're all world-class international players, and we're not, basically.
Great strike from Iron Maiden's Steve Harris for the Blur team, who hold the lead here. The bass player is right on song. Chance here and a goal, and it's from Steve Harris. It's 3-1, and Blur must feel they're going to win this one. Damon congratulates Steve Harris. Oh, there's another opening here, and that's his hat-trick. Steve Harris has scored his third goal of the game, and Blur have won the final. And there's Steve Harris, the hat-trick hero, with the trophy.
Basically, we've had a lot of fun with this album, you know, just the whole concept of the thing. I mean, this is my, you know, my favourite personally, obviously, for obvious reasons. I just love football, you know, and to have the ultimate thing of being able to go and do promotion, you know, playing football games, is the ultimate for me. It's based around playing, you know, 5 or 6 major cities and playing against teams there, you know. And we'll have a couple of ex-pros playing for us, and like people like Terry Butcher and Paul Mariner are actually, you know, big fans of the band. And Terry Butcher always used to come and see us when he was at Ipswich, and then when he went to play for Glasgow Rangers, you know, he'd always come to the shows. And Paul Mariner also, you know, used to come to all different shows and everything. And they were really pleased to be asked to come and do this, and yet we sort of feel almost like we're not worthy, but I think they feel the same. It's not our work or anything, is it, going and playing you know, a football match and doing all the press based around that, because it's, as I say, it's two of the biggest loves of my life is music and football, so to be able to do both is fantastic.
Yeah, my team's Hartlepool United.
Yeah. Well, only last 5 minutes, but when that's 5 minutes, we can kill them.
This time, when I was recording Virtual 11, I could really feel how the songs would go down, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a great bit. The crowd are going to really enjoy this bit. We can get everybody clapping here, and people will be singing along to this bit. And it really put the picture. So I really felt like I was doing the recording much more as an excuse to go out and play on tour, you know, rather than a record in its own right. I thought, this is great. These songs are going to work really well live. And I really had that vibe because of the experience of touring. So I think, yeah, it's got to affect, it's certainly affected the way that I write and the way that I approach writing.
Yeah, it's always fun when you go in the studio, because you know, you put lots of ideas together and you see them come to fruition. So doing a studio album is always fun, but there's nothing like playing live. That's where I think the essence of this band is at.
I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, obviously I've been in the studio for a long time, so I'm sort of like, you know, breaking out of the chains now, basically, to get out there and do it. And I'm looking forward. We've got a couple of weeks of rehearsal in April, and then after that we'll be going out and touring, you know, doing a world tour. I think we're starting in Europe. I think the first couple of gigs will be in France, going to Italy and all other places around Europe. And then I think we go to South America, Japan, and Australasia and all that kind of areas. And so it should take us right up to the end of the year at least.
I'm looking forward to the tour a lot more than the last one, because I've got no barriers to break down, and I see a lot less obstacles. I feel really confident after the last tour, very confident in the new album, and I've had so much support and encouragement from all the fans around the world in all the countries we've visited. I'm looking forward to going back.
for my personal feel, I think it's pretty much the same for everyone else. It's where we live. I mean, that's where I come alive and in live performances. I love making albums, but there's nothing that can beat walking out on stage, getting behind with the guys and playing our music. And I mean, it's always the same. You know, a couple of years go by till the next tour, isn't it? You know, like since the last one, the time you make the album, get it all ready. And I'm kind of get nervous. I don't know about you, Dave. I sort of sit there, can I still cut it? Oh no! You know, and all this kind of nerves come into it. But I'm very excited. I can't wait to get out and take, especially the new material from this album out on the road.
Yeah, I mean, it gets more difficult as far as choosing songs as well for each tour, because now this is the 11th album, so we have a vast, you know, majority of material to choose from. So you have to just, you know, try and pick out the best tracks that will work live. Ones we love playing, ones we think the fans will love to, you know, listen to. But some of these tracks on this album are really geared towards a live performance, and there's some tracks like, I can see, like The Klansman, for instance, it's going to be like a major live track, yeah. And so, yeah, it's so nice to do new songs, and also with a new stage production and everything. And